One of the biggest transfer rumours buzzing around the Emirates at the moment is that involving England striker Wayne Rooney. A lot of you would have heard of Wayne Rooney. He's a big figure in the Premier League, and it seems this summer as if there are many rumours suggesting that he might be leaving Old Trafford. So for £25 to £35 million, I reckon, Arsenal will be getting their hands on a 26-year-old striker who has tons of Premier League experience. Another really good feature, you could say, with Wayne Rooney is that he knows how to win titles. He's won the league with Manchester United and he's won the Champions League with Manchester United. And as those are two very big targets for Arsenal next summer, as they try to lift themselves into a title-winning team, you could argue that Wayne Rooney would be a good buy. A very good buy indeed for Arsene Wenger. Another player reportedly on Arsene Wenger's wish list this summer is 33-year-old Brazilian goalkeeper of QPR, Julio Cesar. He got relegated last season with QPR, and that means that he'll probably want to be moving clubs this summer. He doesn't want to be playing football in the Championship, I don't imagine, especially given his desire to play in the 2014 World Cup for Brazil. He would only cost the Gunners a fee of a couple of £1 million, I think, given his age and the need for QPR to get rid of him, I guess, as soon as possible. As to whether he'd be the first choice goalkeeper at Arsenal or whether he'd be a backup for Szczesny, I don't know. He's more experienced than Szczesny, and some may argue that he's got more quality. It's debatable, I don't know. But I don't think he'd be a long-term replacement. But I think overall, given the fact that he'd only cost a couple of million and he would add a vast amount of experience to the Arsenal squad, I think he'd be a very, very productive buy for Arsene Wenger. Another Manchester United player who could be on his way to Arsenal this summer is Nani, or Luis Carlos Almeida da Cunha, if you prefer. He is a 26-year-old winger, he's Portuguese, and I imagine the fee to sign him for Arsenal would be between £15 and £20 million. He's a tricky winger, he's got a lot of skill, he's a quality player. I don't think you can argue against that. You could say that he's not had the best of seasons at Manchester United. He got sent off against Real Madrid in the Champions League, but I don't think one slightly poor season can detract from the fact that he is a world-class winger. And with the Premier League experience he does have, I think it would be a sensible buy for Arsene Wenger. As for the likelihood of this one, I'm really not sure. It would be slightly controversial, you could say, for Nani to move from Manchester United to a big rival of the Red Devils, Arsenal. Another potential attacking option for Arsenal this summer is David Villa. The 31-year-old forward may be leaving Barcelona this summer, he may not, but with the arrival of Neymar, it's looking more and more likely that he will be departing the Nou Camp. He is a record-breaking Spanish goalscorer, so he's something of a legend. He's not quite in his prime at 31 years old, but he's far from past it. He can score goals and he's versatile. He can play on the wing or he can play up front. So I think he's definitely a good squad player to have. And like I said, for £10 to £15 million, I think you get a lot for your money. You get a player who can definitely score goals, and he's just got quality written all over him. Definitely would recommend this one for Arsenal. I think he'd be a very, very good buy. Another player from La Liga who has been linked with Arsenal this summer is Gonzalo Higuain. Some rumours are even suggesting that the deal's already been done. Some are just suggesting that it could be done. I don't know whether it has or not. We'll find out over the course of the next few weeks, I imagine. For £20 to £25 million, which appears to be the fee Arsenal would be paying for Higuain, they'd be getting a trademark goal scorer. He's scored over 100 goals for Real Madrid, which is quite a credential, to score into triple figures for one of the best teams in the world does show that you are a top-class striker. So he could well be the answer to Arsenal's striker problems that they've had since Van Persie departed and went to Manchester United. Podolski and Giroud haven't quite been the answer. Maybe Higuain will be. Finally, there are several online rumours this summer suggesting that Arsenal may sign Ilkay Gündogan from Borussia Dortmund. to strengthen their midfield. The central midfielder would cost a big fee, I reckon, £30 to £35 million. I think the main reason for this is that he's proved himself to be a very, very skillful and capable player, and he's only 22 years old. So Borussia Dortmund, being a very strong club at the moment, would only be willing to part with such a talented youngster if the fee was right. As a potential target for Arsenal, it's a lot of money. I don't think they've ever spent such vast amounts of money on a player. But then again, he's a young player, so you could argue that he's right up Arsene Wenger's street. In terms of whether I think it would actually be a good buy for Arsenal, I think it could well be. This is a player who's managed to fight his way into the first team of Borussia Dortmund, a club who are competing in the Champions League final, runners-up of Bundesliga. He's used to playing at a very high level, and he's very, very capable. So if Arsenal are really looking to strengthen their side and become one of the best teams in Europe next season, I think signing such a player would be a very wise move.